This review is on the movie The Iron Orchard. I'm the Angry Guy. I'm going to tell you like it is. The film The Iron Orchard is based on a novel written by Tom Pendleton. That's a pseudonym for banker Edmund P. Van Zandt from Fort Worth's Van Zandt prestige family. Edmund wrote a tell-all story of West Texas oilmen in 1966. He used a fake name so nobody would know him, and he was also afraid of the country club reaction. Half a century later, Ned Van Zandt, an actor, brings Edmund P. Van Zandt, his father's The Iron Orchard, to a long overdue movie. Director for the film The Iron Orchard was Ty Roberts. Ty Roberts is also a television producer and cinematographer and a screenwriter. He was the director on the film This Side of Dirt, and affiliated with the films El Segundo and The Cheater. The cast was Lane Garrison as Jim McNeely, Allie Colburn, Austin Nichols, Lou Temple, Alan McLeod, and Hassie Harrison. The Iron Orchard is a story in the late 1930s about a strong-minded man named Jim McNeely, Lane Garrison. When Jim was a young man, his rich girlfriend's mother told him to stop seeing her daughter because the most he'll become is a grocery clerk. Her mother continued by saying her husband could get him a well-paying job in West Texas on the oil fields. So he went there and got a job and met up with the brutal world of oil drilling. His living conditions were minimal. His bosses were horrible, and the other men called him a boll weevil, a rookie. Jim fought his battles, and the smartest thing he did was save his money. Eventually, he bought an oil rig, hired a small crew, leased some property, and best fortune during this process, he met a wonderful, strong woman to support him. He became rich, man, but like I always say, a great deal of money changes all men. In the film The Iron Orchard, the acting was C to B+. The amount of time they spent on location, oil rigs themselves, antique cars, clothing, houses, and the amount of detail in the smallest things, such as period sunglasses and even the beer cans. The beer cans they drank out looked like old power steering fluid metal bottles. Have to admit, the photography was great. All I can say is someone invested a lot of time and money in creating the right atmosphere and the exact look of the late 1930s and the early 40s for the film The Iron Orchard. The film The Iron Orchard was a Santa Rita Pictures. In 1923, after drilling for 2 years, Santa Rita discovered deep well oil in the Permian Basin. Permian Basin contains several of the largest oil fields in the United States. During World War II, Texas crude wells provided fuel for 1/4 of the entire war effort. The Santa Rita Pictures presented the film The Iron Orchard. I swore this movie was filmed in Australia, but it wasn't. For all you Texans, this would have been an epic film and the rating would be 10 out of 10. But I am still stinging from Roger Staubach and those big signs in the 1980s that read, "Go home, Yankees," before crossing the Texas state line. Don't worry, I'm kidding about Mr. Staubach. He's a good man, and he was a great player. Out of 10, I give this film, The Iron Orchard, a solid 7. Keep this in mind. Great deal of money will change all men if not raised by affluence. Once he has acquired his wealth, he will do anything to keep his money. Hey, thank you for watching and thank you for subscribing. Thank you.